Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Primetime with Legends. I'm your host, Johnny Primer, and tonight we have a special guest, the Ghost, formerly known as Frankie Flash. I know you're not a big fan of being referred to that, but a lot of people still know you that way. But
No, of course.
he's dead and buried now. And I would like to bring up that we are sponsored by Cushog Brewery in Augusta, and we have some giveaways today that we're gonna be giving away some cool Cushog merch. And you know a little bit. They're located in Augusta, right? You know the address.
Yep, right on Water Street, right in Augusta, right downtown,
Water
the heart
Street,
of Augusta.
yes. So you should visit them. They have good brunch, I hear. There's a nice cook back there that makes a good brunch. And as I said, we're going to give some stuff away later on in the show, but first we'll welcome the Ghost. Ghost, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, Johnny. I appreciate it a lot.
Well, we've been friends since you started wrestling back in IWE, and
Hey.
we've always kind of kept in contact. I mean, there was a little bit of time where we didn't, which it happens. Like, I've met so many faces in wrestling, but you're always one of the people that I always just enjoyed talking to. We always got along.
No, 100%. Like, as soon as we met each other, it was just we clicked right away. It just seemed like, and you were a good mentor and just a friend, and we just shoot the crap every day.
It's okay to say shit once in a while on the podcast. Megan does all the time, so
it's her fault.
yeah. But yeah, so you started in IWE. What year did you end up coming into IWE? I'm so bad with years.
I am too. 2009, 10, I think is like when it eventually happened. When I finally got over there, because I was training with Eric and Luke at a different company beforehand, up there, Merced County boys.
Yep. So we got 3 viewers. That's nice. So what was the reason you wanted to get into wrestling? What was the moment that made you fall in love with professional wrestling? Like, is there a certain moment? Is there a certain wrestler where you're like, that's something I need to do?
Always watching as a kid. I think I started when I was like 5 or 6. We all started young. Iconic Terry Funk is obviously a big one for me. Some of his promos, that empty arena match with Jerry Lawler and them just taking each other out. That 90s Attitude Era is always good. There's just so many. Finding a book in my grandmother's house of all these old cards from like the 70s, Red Rooster and Andre the Giant, Junkyard Dog. And I was just like, what is this? And seeing it, I was like, I didn't know what it was, but I was like, I love this. And I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I did. My grandmother bought me the original, I forget what WrestleMania it was. I think it was 5 where they had the tournament, and she bought that for me on VHS. And I'm gonna look at, sorry, I'm trying to see why I can't see comment. There we go. Sorry, I'm still new to this, folks, so I'm still trying to play around here. I wanted to make sure I could see the comments. If anyone would like to comment any questions they have for us right now, we're just kind of shooting the breeze. We're gonna have some more some giveaways when we have some more viewers. I do have a few more questions for you. You did start. You came in as Frankie Flash, right, for IWE? Is that how you started?
Yep, the Lightning Kid, Frankie Flash. That was who I was.
Hey, I got to admit, your song is still a banger, though.
The
Frankie Flash song is still a banger. I love that song.
Yeah, nobody messes with Queen,
Well, welcome the person who got me involved in this podcasting, Friends Squared Circle. Cal, nice to see you, Cal. Thanks for joining us today. What else are we going to talk about? We did do a stint that not a lot of people know was actually us. I mean, everyone thought I was the Red Ranger because, yeah. But we did the Power Ranger thing, which was actually fun. It was stupid fun.
It was. That's exactly stupid fun. I had so much fun doing that with you and in general. Silly, stupid, yes. Man, was that a blast, though.
And you can there's still actually, if you go on YouTube, there's still an IW Rangers thing where we fought the Mystic Ninjas in the back of Cityside Restaurant there.
Yep.
And you were the White Ranger, if I was correct, right?
Yes. Yep.
because remember the Green Ranger was always rotating. My
Yeah, we
favorite
never.
part of the Power Rangers was we had the girl for the Pink Ranger once, and then it was just a dude with the fake boobs. Everyone's like, "Oh, that Pink Ranger's so hot." I'm like, "Yeah, that's one of the trainees who's yeah got fake boobs."
You know, that's the magic of wrestling. You know, you never know. Something's
Yeah,
always
well,
subject to change.
yeah, people. I remember the early days of IWE where that happened a lot, and it wasn't anybody's fault. I'm not trying to drag IWE through the mud. It's just there was a lot of guys who came from all over the place, and sometimes they just couldn't get there.
Yeah, because we had some guys coming down from Canada and even from like New York at that time too. It was just
Yep,
everywhere, everywhere.
we did. We had a lot of those guys. Um, what else we got to talk about here? So you watch the current product right now? Do you watch
Yeah.
WWE still?
Yep.
What has you the most invested in WWE right now? Like, what are you really enjoying?
Um, I'm interested seeing where Penta's going. I do enjoy that. Um, I do think it's comical, but it's still good because he hasn't changed now that Danhausen has returned.
That is not. I enjoy him a lot.
He's just silly fun, and that's like my biggest thing right now. I'm like, what's he gonna do next? I'm waiting for that blimp.
I do enjoy. I like comedy. I think comedy has a place in wrestling. Some people don't, but I feel like wrestling is it needs to appeal to the masses. Like, not everyone's going to want to watch the technical match. Not everyone's going to want to watch the death match. Not everyone's going to want to watch this match. So you got to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, and that's the part of the entertainment. I think Danhausen, our truth does it really well. A name that doesn't get dropped on it is William Regal. I think William Regal is a master at comedic wrestling. His
And it's funny
reactions
because
are just awesome.
he's such a good technical wrestler too. Like,
Absolutely.
he's probably one of the. I remember watching him in WCW, and he was one of my favorites just because he actually could show up and wrestle, and it was great.
Yep. He, I think, is underrated or overlooked by a lot of people. I definitely, I think he definitely deserves like his flowers, so to speak.
Oh, definitely. So in IWE, you were two-time champion, IWE champion.
I think I just won it the one time, and then
Was it one time?
I think it was just a one-time stint, and but I was the uh, junior weight champion as well.
Junior, who did you beat for the junior weight title?
Oh man, because we had that tournament. I think you were a part of it, but you were under a mask.
Was that when I was Graves?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that weird five-way we were doing.
I don't even remember.
Uh, there's
Honestly.
uh, I won it in a triple threat. I think I'm gonna be wrong maybe, but I think Scott Wild was involved with that as well.
Okay.
And I knew I defended against him and Prophet, and there was a little stint with Sanjay Dutt in there too.
Interesting. I didn't I see I That's the stuff I don't remember, and that's why I like to bring different people on because there's been so much wrestling that we've done even
Oh,
ourselves that I think I forgot more about the matches than the matches I've had.
no, I remember most stuff, but there's like a little area in there. It gets a little. Who am I? Where was I?
I get that a lot
Who
too.
was there?
Someone's like, "Hey, do you remember this match that you had in 2008 with this guy?" I'm like, "I don't even know who that guy is."
Yeah,
Like, I don't remember that. You know how many matches I've had? A lot. I mean, I wrestled a lot of the same people over and over again, but that I don't remember specific matches.
yeah. I mean, there's just too many. I mean, one that sticks out like was really humbling for me was getting to wrestle Danny Miles in Cornville, Maine. That was. I was like, I shouldn't even be here right now.
That's actually Megan's hometown, and I like to make fun of her because
No,
that town sucks.
it's make believe. It's not real.
Yeah, like I remember we went there once, and we were on our way, and our GPS just stopped working completely, and it's like, whoa, what happened? Like, where are we? Did we just enter a vortex or something? And then I wrestled a match there, and there was 7 people in the crowd.
That sounds like Cornville. Yeah.
Yep, it does, unfortunately. All right, I do have a few more questions for you. Where's my So what is one of your favorite moments in your, you just mentioned Danny Miles, but do you have one that sticks out bigger than that? That was one of your favorite moments wrestling for any company you've wrestled for anywhere.
Um, what was that? We were in Waterville, Maine, under one of Luke's shows, and I actually was wrestling in that 6-man tag against you and the Badudes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
That Robbie E was there that night. I guess just how big the crowd was, and I was wrestling my partners, Vinny, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were from out of state. We didn't know who each other were, um, but it was really cool because, like, I always feel like, man, I don't belong here, but sometimes I'm like, wow, this is really cool, and I love doing this. Uh, but that crowd, I was just they like knew who I was, and it was just a cool moment for this guy I knew from Vinny. He was a big deal down in Massachusetts coming up here, and just he looked at me and he was like, "Shit, you are over, man." And that was just a cool moment. And I got to
That
wrestle against you guys.
yeah, sometimes that's fun. Sometimes people don't like wrestling me, but that's okay. They don't have to do it anymore. So, but I always enjoy having you either as my partner or across the ring for me because I know we're at least gonna have fun.
That's the majority of it, having fun. And even though I'm never know if I'm ready, but if I know Johnny's in there, like it's gonna be a good time.
And I try to do that. I try to make sure that, because I'm there to entertain. Like, no, I always say this, and I don't think people really realize it. They're not going to remember the moves you do or how long your match was or stuff. They're going to remember moments. And that's what's going to happen. Like, I bet my match with Eugene, I don't think anyone's going to remember, like, all the moves that we did, but they're going to remember that, I wrestled Eugene and I got booed out of the building. Like, that's a moment you remember and that sticks with me. That's what I remember. Hey Keith, how you doing? Keith is joining us today, Keith Hartford. So it's nice. Let's go with some more questions. Sorry, I gotta look over at my notes. Um, if you could pick anybody in the world to wrestle, who would be your dream opponent? Anybody in the world. You can't
Uh,
pick me.
I don't want to play this game anymore, then Johnny. Um, Dead or alive?
Yeah, dead or alive is fine. We'll dig them up.
Terry Funk.
That's a good one. Would you want to wrestle in oh, Marion Lawless is watching us today. How you doing, Lawless? Definitely one of our favorites ever in. But he's managed both of us.
Yep.
Managed me several different times and managed you.
Yep.
Oh, Megan has a question for us. She says, if we could tag one last time, who would you want to face? And then she
Oh
told us to leave
man.
Cornville out of it. All right, I'll let you go first because I already have who I want to wrestle.
Oh man. Uh, Jeez. I don't know. It's always fun to beat up Neil, so
But
definitely be one.
who would he tag with though?
I don't know. Maybe that bad pizza he serves. uh, it's always fun working with Vegas, though. He was my first match I ever had. I've just known him about as long as I've known you. Um, I don't know. I have so many, but you, who would you pick?
Headbangers, hands down.
Uh,
Headbangers,
that would be.
100% headbangers. Megan says Neil and Prophet. You know what's funny? I have never actually wrestled Prophet once.
Uh, I've only worked him in that. Well, you remember it was supposed to be one on one, turned to a triple threat, and then it ended up being that 5-way. And I was like, "You're right. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore tonight, Johnny."
Yeah, that happens, and cards subject to change. So we're gonna go to a trip. We've got 7 viewers, so we're gonna go to trivia question.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta get my phone because that's why I put the trivia questions. Hey, it says I have a podcast today. Thank you. All right, to win a sticker pack, it's gonna be a couple different stickers. What was the superhero that the Ghost used to portray in IWE? So, who's got the answer to that question? Wait, I don't have the Jeopardy music on hand, so I'm not singing it either. I sang once at a show, and that's the only time I'm doing it.
Oh, come on.
Nope, I'm not singing. Does anybody have the answer? We got 8 viewers. Someone's got to know who was, and we have a winner. I don't know. Oh, I think I just click on show. Hang on, let's see if I can do this. There we go. Megan got a ride with Spider-Man.
Yep.
I don't know if she should be entered in the contest, but we'll let her have this one.
Well, I have that one.
The stickers. Wait, I gotta see if I can find the stickers. Where are the stickers? Hang on. Sorry. I should have taken them out. And here's one of your prizes, Miss Megan. And damn it, that's the same sticker. Where the hell is the other one? And you get a pizza sticker too. So those are Megan's prizes. We'll set those aside. We'll get those to you as soon as we can. Oh, Lawless said that he forgot that you were
He forgot.
He forgot that you were.
Yeah.
And Beyond the Crown says always a Power Ranger. I mean, Power Rangers do count, but we were looking for Spider-Man as the real answer because Spider-Man was a big one. We did get a Marvel cease and desist letter. IWE did for using Spider-Man, and I remember that.
Wild.
It's crazy.
I think that video is still up on YouTube too, up in like Fort Kent or something.
Yes, I think so. Megan said she will give her stickers away on her podcast tomorrow.
Okay.
She does have a podcast. The main event with Meg Lavelle will be live tomorrow. She didn't tell me what time, but it's going to be with Jason Maverick, who's definitely a big up-and-comer around here. I say up-and-comer because to me, he's still new. I know he's been doing it for a couple years now, but he's definitely been proving his worth around all the indies, and I'm very impressed with him, even though I don't think he's watching, but sorry, Jason, that I fired you in MPW. I had a bad day. Cruel punched me in the face, and Eugene beat the crap out of me. So, and Beyond the Crown podcast has joined us as well. They're the guys from up north. I used to wrestle for them. You've wrestled for them too up there, and we're glad you guys have joined us as well because we're always supporting podcasts as well, especially locally in Maine. Same with the indies. Wow, I feel like I'm rambling like a son of a bee.
You're doing great.
I'm just trying to push that stuff out there because I want to get views on everybody because that's what I want to do. I love professional wrestling. Always have. As much as I post that I hate it and it pisses me off, but that's why I love it because it's going to piss me off. That's what's going to happen.
That's the art of it.
It is. And it's going to there's ups and downs with everything. I don't love every album of my favorite bands when they put out music. And I don't love every book that comes out. And we thank you, Crown of Maine, for being a fan of our podcast and Meg Lavelle's podcast. Also, Wrestling with Pride, you can also tune into with Taylor One Shot, Friends of the Squared Circle as well with Cal. And I still have to go on that podcast. So, all right, we got some more. Frankie Flash versus the Ghost. Who wins?
Oh, man.
So I'm going to give my answer before you give your answer. And I'm going to go with the Ghost. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've seen you as both. And I feel like the Ghost is more you. And you feel more comfortable in the shoes of the Ghost. I'm probably stealing your answer. But
you are.
But Frankie Flash, I know. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like Frankie Flash was just, it was a gimmick that was given to you. And it wasn't you. You were goofy. Your promos sucked eggs,
Yep.
like bad.
Oh,
and,
100% bad.
Oh yeah, they were real bad, real bad.
No, terrible. And we've, like you said, we've talked personally, privately. I was just not comfortable being Frankie Flash. It was just given to me, and I was just like, well, I'm just happy to be here. But that's like one thing I never, and I have a hard time doing it now too. I've never advocated for myself ever. I was just like, you want me to do this? Okay. I won't say no. But this was like the one time I was like, this is what I want to do. And I feel so much better about it. And I'm having fun.
we can talk about that too. You did receive a message from the man who was helping book MPW at the time, Johnny Primer, to return at the King of England Battle Royal.
Yep.
And I wanted Frankie Flash because that's how people would remember you. And you did receive quite the pop because how many years has it been since you were in a ring before then? It's
Uh,
been quite a few.
yeah, at least 8 or 9, something
Yeah,
like.
so
It's been
it
a
was
hot
a
minute,
while, and they still remembered you.
which was crazy. Like, still so surreal that like, and sometimes even going to other shows, just going there, they're like, "Hey, I know you." And I'm like, weird. Like, it's just
That's
wild that
what
you
you
still
need.
remember. It's crazy.
And then
Very
you
humbling.
came back and you also captured the MPW openweight title by beating Jake Hess. So that's a feather in your cap right there.
Yep, that's something. Absolutely. Um, but being the ghost has just changed me, not, being comfortable now. And I'm like, this is something I've always wanted to do. I'm not just putting lipstick on a pig and man, I'm just being a robot.
And sometimes it's what it is. Like I don't mind being a good guy sometimes, but boy am I a heel. Like I'm just and it's not because like
That's
my
what you do.
personality isn't like that at all, but I am a good son of a bitch. And it's awkward when you have to force to be something you're not. And it's you can even see it in WWE. You can see some of the guys who don't want to do what they're doing, but they're doing it for a spot, and they seem uncomfortable, and you can't buy into it.
It's hard and it's tough seeing that too, but you're like, they're doing it because they have to. And it's unfortunate, but and it's true, you can see it. You can see it on their face. You can see it in their
So
emotion. It's not real.
I don't know who's talk to things is, but whose finisher would you like to steal if you could steal any finisher?
Oh man. Uh I've always kind of liked the was it Christian that used the impaler for a while?
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
the unprettier. I
Yeah,
always liked the
forget what
look
he
of
calls it
that.
now. Was it the kill switch now?
Kill switch.
That's what he calls it now.
I always like the look of that. I think it's a nice move. The curb stomp's always a good one too. Like a kill shot.
Yeah, that one those aren't bad. Um trying to think who I would steal from. I mean, I used to do the pedigree, I used to do the rock bottom, I used to do
What
well the
haven't
rat
you
trap.
done?
Rat trap is just a cutter anyways.
Yep.
But you know what? I always love the burning hammer. I'm still a burning hammer mark.
I think you could do that.
I've done it before, but it's hard with some of the bigger guys.
True. That's the thing. Some moves you're like, man, I wish I could do that, but
Hey, look, I'm figuring it out how to put comments up and take them down.
you're doing
Yeah,
great.
technology. Sorry, it excited me
You're
because I
doing great.
this is podcast number 2. So, is somebody ready for another question? We got another trivia question that we can do. Oh, dog poop. There's my phone. Sorry, I gotta do my phone here. Okay, to win the Kushok hat, we'll do the hat next.
There you go.
Where's the hat? As you can see, I've got a nice Kushok hat that I didn't have to play trivia to win. So you can win this beautiful Kushok hat, as the lovely John Primer is showing you. Ooh, I could see I could be Vanna White.
Oh,
Um,
for real.
yeah, just without the boobs. Well,
Well, just put
I
your
know
pink
there's
tank
some in a
outfit
bag
and no one
still.
would even know, man.
There's still some in a bag somewhere with a pink Power Ranger suit. So there we go. So to win this beautiful Kushok hat, who was the first tag team that me and the Ghost wrestled? I want to know if anybody knows the answer to that. Because that's I had to think about that one too. So let's get some answers, folks. I want to
Yeah,
see
I
who can,
didn't remember it was them until we had talked earlier.
right?
It's like, oh man, yep.
Hey people, I'm doing a podcast. Stop messaging me on the Facebook. Does anybody have the answer for the Kushawk hat? If not, it looks like Johnny Primer gains another hat. So I'll ask the question one more time. Who is the first team that Ghost and Primer teamed up against? In yeah, it was MPW. Yes, we did wrestle them in
Yep.
MPW.
It was Scout Hegan. I'll give that.
Yes. Yes, it was. So there you got some hints. If you pay attention to MPW, which you should, they have a lot of good shows, a lot of solid shows. You should know the answer to this. Lee and Maverick. That is incorrect. I think they were both on different sides of the fence at the time. I think Maverick was good and Lee was bad.
Yes,
So
that's correct.
I don't even think either of them were on that show. I don't remember. Maybe
Maverick,
Lee was, because Lee was teaming with
I think Lee
Sam
was.
Matthews there
I
in
don't
the
believe
pathway.
Maverick was there.
I don't, yeah, because I think it's after I fired him. So Mikey
Um,
Primer tried. Anybody else have an answer? Because if not, we're gonna move on, and then we can go back to that one at the end if we have to. Because I still got more stuff to give away. Because Kushok in Augusta on Water Street has given us a lot of cool swag, and I hear they got voted the best pizza.
yep, they got voted best pizza in Maine a few years in a row.
A few years
Yeah.
in a row, best pizza in Maine. So if you live in the Augusta area, or if you really like pizza, you need to go travel to Kushok. All right, so we're gonna move on from the question and just talk more about us.
Yeah.
So eventually, we did get the team, which will lead into another trivia question, which I'm not going to say yet because no one won the last one. But we'll give this another trivia question. We did team up, and we were trying to come up with names and names and names and names. So, what was the Ghost and Johnny Primer's tag team name? And you win a sticker pack. The two stickers Megan won. This bag is just not working out for me. Oh, look, right on top. You can win these 2 Kushok stickers. Ethan Scott already said he really wanted one of these ones, so maybe we can hook him up with one of these ones.
Yeah, I guess we could do that for him.
And the Bane Lewis right here, he got it right. Disciples of Slaughter.
Nice.
There we go. You win a Kushok sticker pack. Good job.
He's going to be so excited about that.
Does he work there?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But hey, guess what? That's awesome that you got some stickers from the place you work. They probably charge you for them anyways, but we'll make sure you get those eventually. If you want to message me or something, we can get them to you. Or if you come to a show anytime in the near future, we can get them to you then. But yes, you got it correct. And we did. We got the team as Disciples of Slaughter, but we can't talk about the match yet because nobody got the question right.
Right.
So we
But
can
it took
talk
us a
about.
while. We were going back and forth with names for.
Yeah,
geez.
we did. Music was easy. Megan picked out our music.
Yeah,
and that was
Megan
great.
nailed
Perfect
that
fit.
right away.
Perfect fit. So, perfect fit. Alexander Lee, that was one of the opponents that was on the team that we wrestled against Beyond the Crown podcast. But if you can name the other one, you can have a Kushok hat.
Yeah.
No using Google. Google is not your friend. The AI will get you.
Yeah, ask Jeeves.
I've seen Terminator. I know what happens with AI. So we did have a second match as a team. I mean, I wish we had more, but Primer got hurt. So Primer had to give it up. But we got to wrestle Stormy Savage and Donkey Boy Bandit. That was fun.
That was fun. That was actually a really fun match.
Yeah, we had a good time with those guys. Again, 2 of the people I really enjoy in the business. I've always liked Stormy and Donkey, and it was fun beating the crap out of them. As always.
Yep.
But it sucks that I can say it now. Sorry. It sucks that Disciples of Slaughter didn't get to last longer. But we finally got to do what we've wanted to do for years. We've been talking about. We got the team. And I can use the stickers on someone else for a later trivia question. All right. We did have Beyond the Crown podcast. I'm going to post this one because, I love ourselves. They said we had a good look together. And I think we did.
I did too. I appreciate that. I feel like we brought an aura. Like we just looked good.
We did. And the first match we had on Skowhegan when we were together, we got cheered.
Yeah. That pop in Skowhegan was unbelievable.
Yeah. It was
never using the music before besides our posts.
Yeah.
And you coming out and it was wild. That's probably another really important moment to me. Like that crowd, that pop was insane.
And Megan agrees. She said it was fire. I think so too. I mean, my long hair did help. Now I've got the short hair, but I think if I could ever wrestle again, I would definitely roll with the old Ghost again. And Disciple of Slaughter needs to taste some tag team gold because we were headed there. We were on a winning streak, so we were headed there to tag team gold and MPW, and all the tag teams they weren't taking us seriously, and that's fine. But we were gonna kick their ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And it was almost natural too. Like, I know we've known each other forever, but us in the ring together just seemed to work really well. And then like doing our entrance was just easy. I
Yeah.
don't think we had to talk about anything. It was
Nope.
just let's go. Let's walk out there.
All right, your buddy Zaban Lewis, is that how I say it?
You just call him ZB.
ZB has a question. What is your favorite weapon to use in a match?
I've always liked to use. I like the sound of kendo sticks.
Yep.
But using that crutch was really cool up in was it Max Tavern there?
Oh, it's back to Mad Cat now.
It's back to Mad Cat. All right. Well,
Yes.
whatever it is now. The old IWE stomping grounds. I'd say chain. I think a chain overall.
Chain. Well, there you go. Mayor Lawless loves the chain. He always has one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite weapon, but I always liked weapons that made a good noise or broke.
Yeah.
I have a least favorite weapon, and that's Legos. They suck.
Legos suck.
And I do not ever want to be put through Legos again. And
yeah, you got the worst of that deal.
yeah, I did. But Beyond the Pound podcast. Yes, I can talk today. Beyond the Crown podcast said they work with both of you, but they didn't get a chance to work with Frankie back then. Hey, that's okay. All right, we got another question. And where did it go? Beyond the Crown podcast. Oh, favorite weapon, his head. Yeah. Well, yeah. I do. Either of us, we like to do headbutts.
Yep.
So no, Megan, no bamboo skewers. Sorry, those were the worst. My head still hurts from that thinking about it. I did that with Alexander Lee. I do have more questions though, Mr. Ghost. So I always ask this question, and I know it might get heat from people, but what is your least favorite thing, your least favorite moment in your career? I know it's silly, and people don't like to answer that question because, well, this person's not gonna. Who gives a crap? It's wrestling. Everyone has that moment where, well, that sucked.
Can I? No.
You can name names. It's okay.
I guess it's not really a moment. I know back in IWE, me winning the belt, and I know I got pushed pretty hard, and I didn't ask for any of that. I'm going to say that out loud now. It's nothing I ever wanted. I was there to have fun, meet good people, and I just enjoy wrestling. I guess my least favorite moment is I know there was probably some heat or some shit talk about me behind my back, and it's wrestling, that happens. It just sucked because I was just like, I'm just doing what I'm told, man.
Yeah, and I get that because some of the older guys are like that. So I'm going to answer this question for you. Beyond the Crown asks, are you back short term or a bit longer? I'm going to answer it, and I'm going to plug a show. You will be on a show this Saturday at the Bangor Parks and Rec for Phoenix Pro Wrestling. And I heard that you're going to have an open challenge. You're going to challenge anyone in the back to come out and face you.
Yep.
And so this Saturday, Phoenix Pro, Bangor Parks and Rec, come check it out. And yeah, it's going to be great. And you have an open challenge, and you probably have your manager with you. So that's even better.
Always.
Yeah.
So be there.
Please come out and support independent wrestling. Phoenix Pro always puts on a good show. There's some other good matches that are coming up. I'm not going to list them all because I forget most of them, but still come out and watch Phoenix Pro. Tickets are affordable, $10. That's cheaper than a movie. $5 for kids under 5. So come on out and support your local Phoenix Pro. Oh, so Jonathan King has a question. With Eric Johnson retiring this year, what is your favorite memory of his? You worked with Eric a couple times.
I did. Actually traveled with Eric for a while too. Um, Jeez. Um, I feel like it was just so easy, like, when I was traveling with him and just working with him, he just knows how to work a crowd, and he can make you laugh and try to make you break. So it's always fun watching him try to do that, and, like, even watching him from behind, having him, like, trying to make somebody break character. It's always fun.
Yeah, and I've worked with Eric a bunch of times, and I hate narrowing it down to a favorite moment. I enjoyed the match we had for Let's Wrestle in Island Falls. I feel like that's one of the better matches we had. We just went balls out for the Let's Wrestle title, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Like I had a good time with Eric. So now we have 11 viewers. Look at us. We're in double digits now, baby. So we're gonna go to another trivia question. Mo Tardy says he'll see us at Phoenix Pro. He'll be reffing. It'll be good to have Mo on the roster reffing.
Always enjoy seeing Mo.
All right, to win this awesome. I can't even unfold it. Is it upside down? Of course it is.
Yep.
To
Nailed
win this awesome Kushawk t-shirt, look, I'll even cover my ugly mug. To win this t-shirt, I have a trivia question. Who did Johnny Primer defeat for the IWB Championship? This is a throwback. A throwback question. Nobody won the hat, but let's see if we can get an answer to this one. And this is probably one of my favorite matches I ever had. And the finish was definitely pretty cool. But who did I beat? I don't think you can find that on any of the old Google
No.
machines because I don't think they even existed then.
After you and I had talked about it, I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it.
I think it's on my cage match. I'm not sure because I didn't even put that together. Somebody else did.
Yep.
Beyond the Crown says Marvel, Shade Marvel. Nope. Unfortunately, it wasn't Shane Marvel. I don't think the only victory I think I have over Shane Marvel is a tag team. Kevin May said Eric Johnson. Nope, wasn't Eric Johnson either. You guys are getting a little warmer. So we still have the t-shirt up for grabs. But while we do that, if anyone has any other questions, pop in, or if they think they have the answer to that question, just say, "Hey, Primer, I know the answer," and we'll put it up there.
Yeah,
But
we're only missing one from that tag team match.
yeah, we're missing that. We're missing both questions now.
Yeah.
But we are. Jay Gaylor. I don't think Mikey spelled it right. So I think Mikey got it. I think he was trying to spell Jay Gillette. So yeah, it's Jay Gillette. So Mikey won the t-shirt. So yeah. Congratulations, Mikey Primer. You won a beautiful Kushawk t-shirt. We're still waiting for the other person though that we had in the tag match. You know what I mean? People, they got the one guy, but
Yeah, Alexander Lee, and we gave you some hints. It was in
who
Scout
else?
Vegas.
Yep, Scout Egan. Oh, Kevin May says, "Hey, Ghost." All right, Ghost. We got some more questions. I think you've mentioned it before, but we're gonna go over it again. Who was your all-time favorite? Like your biggest, not even your inspiration, but someone you could just always watch, and it could be living. Hey, there we go, Mikey. You spelled it a little bit better. It's with a J, but yes, Mikey Primer won the t-shirt.
Nice. I have so many, but honestly, I keep going back to Terry Funk. I think Terry Funk is probably my all-time favorite. His promos are so wild. He wasn't like the greatest in the ring, but he was so solid. Um, he was just so wild, and I loved it. He was just a madman. He just looked like a caveman. But and then
No,
the
I
crazy
agree.
stuff the Chainsaw Charlie gimmick, I loved. Him and Cactus Jack were just awesome, tag teaming or not. And like I now with us being together, I kind of see like similarities. Like you and I could just go beat the crap out of each other, and then the next day, like, hey, you want to go to brunch and get some tag team gold?
So I messed up one of the trivia questions. The Spider-Man one was supposed to be for the water bottle, but
Oh,
I will come up with another question while we talk about this. Talk to Things has another question for us. WWE entrance music you love.
and that's Lynn.
Oh, okay. It looked like Lynn, but I didn't know that. Sorry,
Yeah.
Lynn.
Oh man. Um. Uh. Raven's theme is always awesome. I. I mean, there's just so many. There's so many. I've always liked the Brood's entrance theme
Oh,
a
that's a
lot.
classic.
I
That's
love
such a
that one.
classic.
The entrance itself is just great. Um, so hard to pick one. There's just so many.
There is. I will give Lynn my answer. I love Hulk Hogan's Real American Song. I'm sorry. It gets me pumped up. It makes me want to do leg drops on random people, pound some beers. I don't even drink, but I don't know. It's just, it brings back that nostalgic feeling too. Like, I know Hulk Hogan has a bad rep as a person, but that's fine. It doesn't mean he wasn't a hero of mine. Sometimes your heroes turn out to be garbage, but that doesn't matter. It still brings back that nostalgia feeling. Hearing that music, watch him come to the ring, pumped up, ready to go. Which is, I don't know, that feeling is just, that's what I get. I
Yeah,
get
I
the
mean
red,
his
white, and blue running through my veins, baby.
yeah, his entrance is coming out. You are always like ready to go.
You're pumped. Like, it got you pumped up. Uh, ZB, why do you got to ask that question, man? That's a tough one. All right. Who is on your wrestling Rushmore?
I knew this was gonna happen.
I hate this question
I
so
do
much
too. I knew this was gonna happen.
because this is the way I look at it. I feel like that there is a Mount Mushmore. Yeah, good. I can speak.
You
Mushmouth
got
here
this.
today. Is Mount Rushmore of each era because wrestling is different in every era. And you know what I mean? Like, because you can't just say everyone's like Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Andre the Giant. Yeah, but that leaves out your 90s, that leaves out the ruthless aggression era, that leaves out now, that leaves out the 70s. Like, there's
Yeah, it's so hard and it's so hard to choose. But I agree with you 100% because it's like, man, I really like these guys, but I like these guys now. I like these guys in the middle. I totally agree with you. And I was like, Johnny better not ask this. I'm like, or someone's gonna ask this because I'm like, I just can't pick.
I
Um,
see. I can't either. It's so hard for me to pick because, like, what do you go on? Like,
right?
personal preference, how they did in the business? Because there's guys that people love that I absolutely can't stand, and like, well,
And
they
that's
should be on the Mount
yeah,
Rushmore, and it's like,
because I feel like it's personal, but like if you're putting them on like that kind of pedestal, you should be like, okay, as a fan or a person that does this, I have to go by every aspect. Like Stone Cold would be one because of how much he turned the company around and that promo he did and the t-shirt sales and that would be a reason to put him on there as like a wrestler.
I think Undertaker should be on there too because of what he did. He was always changing just a little bit to keep relevant, and I never hear anyone say Undertaker on their own.
I haven't either. I mean, unless, I bet someone has. I've just never heard it. But I
Yeah,
agree with you.
but people are like Hogan, Ric Flair. I've never been a Ric Flair fan. Never have. Never liked him. I never liked Ric Flair. I respect what he did for the business and I respect like his charisma, but I never liked him. Just maybe I just came in at the wrong era to like him, but I just thought he was a douche.
No, that's understandable because I agree. Like I took the words like right out of my mouth. I think I just came in at the wrong time watching him. Respect him. All the respect in the world.
But you can respect people, but see, like you'd have to do a tag team Mount Mount Rushmore too. I can't say that today.
Yep.
But you have to do a tag team one but who would you put on there? Because everyone's like
They'd say like
LOD, everyone's like the Dudleys. Crap, even the Usos could go up there now.
Yep.
The amount of tag titles they've had.
There's just so many options and ways to look at it.
Yeah. So we have another question from Jonathan King. A piece of advice for someone looking to break into pro wrestling. You can go first, Mr. Ghost, because I already know what mine is.
What is yours? Don't.
No, I would never tell anyone not to live out their dream.
Talk to people. Always train. Watch things. Watch people. Listen. It's the best advice.
My thing is, listen to everybody, but take it all with a grain of salt, because wrestling is an ever-changing business. And what this guy says, who's been in the business for 20 years, is going to be different from what this guy says has been in the business for 5 years. But you still absorb it all, but have like a filter, because not everyone's going to be right, and it might not work for you. Like certain things won't work for you. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do a hurricane run off the top rope. And someone's like, well, you should do that because you're a smaller guy. Well, it wasn't my style of wrestling. I'm a brawler. That's what I did. So, all right. We're going to have another question for this.
There you go.
And we're going to go with a WWE question because we haven't done one of those yet. And I think it might be easier than knowing about us. Sure. So we'll go with this. Now I got to think. I had one and then it went away. What is it? Damn it. Now I can't think of one. So give me a second. I'm going to think of one. So we can keep talking about stuff. I know I feel like I'm kind of running out of steam here, but I had a long day yesterday at my actual job. So who do you consider Hulk Hogan's greatest rival? That's going to be the question. Oh. And then you can win. They can win the water bottle if they can guess who Hulk Hogan's greatest rival is. Okay. They can win the Kushok water bottle. So that's not even for you. How do I scroll up on these comments? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out, Ghosty. There we go. I found it. Yeah. There we go. Jonathan, I hope we answered your question. So what do you think Hulk Hogan's biggest rival is to win this Kushok water bottle? Because if not, I'm just going to keep it. And I could use a new water bottle. Oh, it smells nice in there too. So anybody got an answer to the question for the water bottle, Hulk Hogan's greatest rival? Because I know what my answer would be. And we'll see if somebody can get it. Nobody won the hat, though, Ghost. So we're going to keep that around.
It's still available.
But we can, if we have to, we can give it away on the next podcast, which I was supposed to have announcement for my guest, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So we're not going to break that announcement today. Kevin May says Paul Orndorff or Roddy Piper. See, I disagree with that one. I don't think that's the right answer. Motardi, not Motardi, sorry. Zebe, sorry, asked, does Greenleaf really suck? Nah, Greenleaf's all right.
No,
you just like to give him a rib.
You have to.
Beyond the Crown podcast said Russo was his biggest, but I don't think that one either. I think Megan actually got it right with Andre. Andre would be the one I would pick because I feel like that's the most iconic match that Hogan ever had. And I don't know why she wrote or Mr. T. Mr. T was his tag partner, Megan. It's okay. We're still trying to get her up on the wrestling history. We're working on it. Mikey, that's pretty funny. Mikey said his hairline, but I think he's been bald for a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna give the bottle to Megan because Andre is definitely the one I would think. Because when you think of Hulk Hogan matches, you always think of Andre. I mean, Kevin said Piper. Piper would be good too, but I don't know. I think Andre is the one that we're taking it. Andre's going to be the winner on that one.
Yeah.
All right, I do have some couple more questions because we got about 10 minutes left on the podcast. If I'm rambling today, folks, I'm sorry. I'm exhausted today, but I mean, Lawless is kind of close. Randy Savage, but I don't know. I still think Andre is the most iconic. What's your feeling on that, Ghost? You think that's the one that everyone thinks of?
I want to say it's Andre just because that's, WrestleMania 3, the body slam. Everyone always talks about it. Not that I didn't enjoy Macho or Piper, but that's like the one. Like when it comes to mind, everyone always talks about that one. And didn't Andre have to get the belt customized to fit him?
Yes. So Megan is saying tomorrow she's going to give away her winnings from tonight. So I think I'm going to donate the hat to Megan's podcast as well.
Nice.
So we're going to give Megan the hat, and we'll give Megan the hat, and she can put it on her podcast tomorrow. So you can get a second chance to win stickers, a hat, and a water bottle on Main Event with Meg Lavelle with Jason Maverick tomorrow. Kevin May asked, who is Primer's greatest rival? It's Alexander Lee. There's no doubt about it.
There's no question.
That's it. That's it. Like I wrestled him so many. Eric is a close second, but Alexander is definitely the top of. But who do you think your greatest rival was?
I have to say Ricky Williams.
That's too bad.
I know. The story ran out for, we did it for so long. He's probably the person I wrestled the most. And I beat him for the belt.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. And Robbie, was supposed to be my trainer protege for the story, but unfortunately he wasn't allowed to wrestle anymore. So it just kind of worked for the whole story.
Yeah. And, R.I.P. Robbie Ellis.
Yep.
Great man. Always fun. But I'm just going to post this up here so people, if they didn't hear me, didn't see, she's giving away a swag winnings from tonight on the Main Event podcast tomorrow night with Jason Maverick. And I did see another question in there a while back and I missed it. Favorite WrestleMania match? Do you have one that you could think of that off the top of your head?
Oh man. And it goes back to the Mount Rushmore questions, like what era do I choose this from?
Yeah, there we go. I found it. Jonathan King asked, and he's definitely been a longtime fan of us, seeing us all over the place. So I have one, and I know it's kind of a newer one, and it's Brock and Kurt Angle. One of my favorites because you had the Brawler, which I love, and you had the Technic Wrestler, which I also love. And I feel like that story it came together. And I'm a big Brock fan, as much everyone knows that I've got several Brock figures. And look, I didn't pick a CM Punk match, and he's my favorite.
Yeah,
but I was Brock and Angle.
Going to say I love the story, the buildup of the Punk and Undertaker.
That was a good one.
I really love that storyline. Like CM Punk on the ramp and just dumping the ashes all over him. I'm like, this is great.
That is definitely great. And I just have to post this here just because it's fun to rib people. Ricky Williams does suck.
Yeah, I had to pick. I wrestled him the most. I mean, but I think that's kind of besides the fans and the people around me, that was the Frankie Flash. That was the rival. Canada and USA.
We got a couple more questions here. This isn't just about me there, Kevin. But who is Primer's favorite person to wrestle besides Alexander Lee? That's tough. Because I've wrestled so many people. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna say it. Cameron Matthews or Champ Matthews. Yep. Always had fun wrestling Champ. And I feel like we didn't get enough time to wrestle each other, but I definitely always had a blast wrestling him. And I know he's probably not watching this, but and then ZB has another question for both of us. And that's good. Because then I have one more question at the end of this podcast because we're almost there. Favorite female wrestlers?
Oh man.
I've got a few.
Yeah, I have a few. It's hard to pick. I mean, Rhea's just so dominant right now.
Rhea's one of my favorites. I agree.
Yeah.
Io Sky,
Yeah, I'm gonna say
great.
Io Sky for sure.
Stephanie Vakira's coming up. Sol Ruka.
Yeah,
And
I
we're
was gonna
just
say
naming
Sol
current
Ruka.
ones. But back in the day, loved Luna Vachon. Oh, Megan's right. I did Blade Bandit definitely. I did like beating up Blade Bandit.
Yeah, you
So
and Blade Bandit had
me and
some.
Blade had fun. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna change my answer. It's gonna be Blade Bandit. Yeah. But again, like I loved Luna Vachon. I loved Sherry Martel,
Yep.
Jacqueline.
Yeah, I was gonna
Those are
say,
some
yeah.
Ivory, Mighty Molly, like, and everyone's like, oh, not Trish Stratus and Lita. No, not really. They were good, but I liked the more like underdog against the grain kind of wrestlers for
Yep.
women. Uh, Kevin does have another question for you, Ghost. Who's your favorite person to wrestle?
Oh,
Don't even look in this direction. You can't
I don't
pick
know.
me.
I can't pick you, I know. I actually really enjoyed working with Prophet a lot.
I can see that.
And I really enjoyed working with Rose. That was
Oh my, yeah, that was just poetry. I love Black Rose, one of my
yeah.
favorite people in the business.
Yeah, he's a great person. I really enjoyed that match. It was also like learning too from him. Um, yeah, I don't know. Hard to pick because I always think every person I wrestle is a learning experience. It's going to be
I
something
I agree
you're
with
going
that.
to learn something, maybe try something you've never done before. In each match, you can get better, it can get worse. Um, but you're always willing to try something new.
I agree. So before I Kevin has one more question for us, but I have one question for you, and I always give people this question: your biggest regret in wrestling, and I probably can guess what it is.
Yep. I kind of said it earlier, not advocating for myself.
And that's
That's my
fair.
that is my biggest regret. I know that being Frankie Flash was good for me in a way, and the crowd loved it. I just never got to do something I wanted to do. Um, do I regret any of it really? No, I just regret not sticking or speaking up for myself more.
That's fair. So one more question, and then we're gonna close this out. Who is your favorite '90s tag team?
Uh, it's between Headbangers and the New Age Outlaws. I
Yep,
think.
I would probably go with that too, but because I didn't really like LOD 2000, I liked LOD in the '80s.
Yep.
Definitely the Headbangers, but I was a big Godwins fan too. I love the Godwins. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the gimmick was a little stupid, but you know what? It was great to
We
me.
like stupid.
I do like stupid. Look at some of the stuff I've done in my career. We were Power Rangers for
Yeah.
God's sake. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight as I brought the ghost on. A couple of plugs before we end this podcast. Don't forget this Saturday at the Bangor Parks and Rec to check out the ghost appearing for Phoenix Pro. And I'm also going to be there, not to toot my own horn, but I've got some plans to be there. So I will be there. And don't forget to like and follow us. I know Ghost isn't really on social media, but you can follow him on Instagram at We See the Ghost. That's definitely where you can see most of his stuff. You can follow me here. You can go on my Instagram. You can go, I don't know. That's about it. I still need to, I usually use. But make sure you give us a like and a follow on YouTube. Make sure you check out Meg Lavelle's podcast tomorrow with Jason Maverick, where she's going to give away the swag that she won. And we're going to let her have the hat because nobody got that question right. And the answer to that question was Derek Shorey. Derek Shorey and Alexander Lee were the two people that we wrestled.
Yep.
And I remembered that I had to powerbomb Derek Shorey and he didn't go up and I lifted him. And I remember you did the headbutt and you're like, damn, you lifted him. And I was like, yep, he didn't go. And I was like, I powered that boy up. So again, Ghost, thank you for joining us. I know
Thank
you
you.
were nervous, but I'm glad that we could have you on because you're, as I said, this is Primetime with Legends. I should have called it Primetime with the guys that I like. because I'm bringing it on with my friends. Make sure you stay tuned to my Primetime with Legends Facebook page because I will have an upcoming announcement. I'm going to have 2 guests in April. 2 guests in April. And hopefully I can follow up with the one that I'm really excited about. And I am excited about the other one. And the other one is going to be my first musical guest because I'm also going to cover music and like local music in the Bangor, Brewer, Portland area. He goes everywhere. So thank you, everybody. We love you. We're glad you joined us. And Ghost,
Thank you,
have a
everyone.
wonderful night, man.
Thank you very much, Johnny, and thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you again.